Yeah, I just couldn't get out of that one. Yeah, Hosey threw the ball well, gets up the homer there early, and then just kind of settles in and keeps them right there, gives us a chance, and obviously JB gets us within one. Uh, yeah, at that point we're just trying to keep it right there, and like you said, hitting that first guy, and it doesn't seem like that. Zig lately can get a ground ball to somebody. Seems like everyone just out of the reach of D. The one up the middle. Um, so that's going to change, and again, that inning hurt us, but I really am not going to sit here and be discouraged about my club. I still like this club. Uh, I feel like we just got to keep playing and keep fighting, and this thing will right itself.
How do you sense, like, even the morale of guys like keeping? It's obviously this is really tough.
Yes, it's a tough time, and it's going to test us. Are we going to be tough, or are we going to cave into it? It's a really easy time to cave in and just say, "Oh, things are going to go bad," but that's just not the way. That's not the way for us to approach it if we're ever going to go anywhere. So, I mean, it's part of us growing up and continuing to play no matter what the circumstances. Just be ready to do your job. They don't control, what situation I put them in or anything like that. But it's part of us growing up and becoming a team that's got a chance to do something. And to me, it's a tough time, but it's really a time that you find out who you are. Are we going to keep playing? Or are we going to cave in? So, to me, I like my club. I like our character, and in my mind, we're not going to quit, and we're not going to cave in.
Other than just the losing in general, I mean, is there any area that disappoints you so far that you've seen?
Well, obviously, there's been a number of areas that haven't worked as good at one time. Right. There's been times when our starting pitching hasn't been as good as it could be. There's been times when it's been very good. There's been times when we swung the bats pretty well. There's been times when we haven't swung the bats well. There's times when our relievers have done a nice job, and there's times when it hasn't went that way. So we haven't been able to kind of get it all clicking, right? So it's like any season. There's going to be times when that one part of it seems to be going one way or the other. But I think in my mind, I know it's not the time to give in. And I know there's just no other way but just to come here ready to play tomorrow, be ready to fight, be ready to play, get prepared to play, and keep going. And it's the only way I know is to keep working, keep trying to get better, and you turn this thing around.
We've seen enough from Urania to keep wanting to see him take the ball every 5 days.
You have?
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
I'm asking.
No, Hosey's thrown the ball really well. And I talked about Hosey before the game. This is a guy you love playing behind. You like seeing him out there because he's not scared. He's going to be on the attack, and he's going to give you everything he's got. So Hosey's throwing the ball really well.
Riddle, is he okay to just come out because of what happened?
Yeah, Riddle's okay. When we end up getting down 7 there, I just don't want to take a chance. Right now I'll tell you he's going to start tomorrow. So I don't want to take a chance of him getting in there in that game and, a lefty throwing one in there and him getting blown up or something. So for me, it's just being really cautious with him right there. Gives me a chance to get Mike a couple ABs. And yeah, so I was just being really cautious with him, knowing that he's gotten so much better. Watched his BP today. It was good. We plan on having him out there tomorrow.
Had that inning not gone away from you more, if it was a closer game, would he have batted in that circumstance?
He would have.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we had it, if it stays close, we're going to get righty. I think we will. Maybe we don't. But I think we get righty right there. We knew we had the lefties right there stacked, and we know who their guys are at that situation of the game. They could have went a different direction, but we could still do what we did.
But he must have gotten here pretty late, I guess.
I think he got here like 4.